viewers, and welcome back to the South Main Auto Channel. We've got a 99 F350 with a Powerstroke in it here, and the customer dropped it off with a complaint of a hard start in the morning after it's sat overnight, particularly when it's cold out. If it's up in the 60s and 70s, it's usually fine, but now that we're getting some cool nights down into the 20s and 30s, he has an issue. So I went out to start it, got in it, cycled the glow plugs, waited for the light to go out, started cranking on it, and it was blowing huge plumes of white smoke, which was just straight raw diesel fuel. And then, so I let it sit for a minute, got out, smell, make sure it's not an antifreeze type odor. Definitely diesel fuel, kind of a common symptom with what I suspect the problem is, which is I suspect a problem with the glow plugs. So I let it sit for just a minute, cycled them again, I can hear the relay clicking on and off, cranked it again, a lot of white smoke again, from incomplete combustion, waited again, cranked it again, fired right up, smooth as glass, no skipping, it's not like it was sucked full of air, anything like that, like I say, lots of white smoke. So then once it starts, then it starts fine, you can shut it off, after you let a little bit of heat build in the engine and it starts and everything, just fantastic now. So what we're gonna do is I'm gonna bring you guys along, we're gonna grab the old scope on a rope, and we're gonna go through and test the glow plug system. So first thing we're going to do is check to see if the glow plugs are any good. So we're right here, I don't know if you guys see that, so we've got the oil cap, so we're working on the passenger side valve cover. And we've got to get to the electrical connector here. And we've got to unplug it, which actually was pretty easy. And we can look at that connector, so it's got 4 brown wires in it. They're going to be the 2 on the very most outside, so 2 on the outside that direction, and the 2 on the outside this direction. But all the same colors, so the brown wires on the other valve cover, I believe they're yellow. So we're just going to put that to the side, and we're going to take our handy scope on a rope, and we're going to hook that to battery positive on the clamp. So anything that we touch that is grounded is going to light. So therefore, if our glow plugs are good and not open circuited, they will light the light. So we're going to touch each one of the terminals. So there's that one, that glow plug's good, that glow plug's good. I'm going to check the 2 on this side. That glow plug is good, and that one is good. So all 4 glow plugs on this side are good, and their respective wiring harness that runs under the valve cover. Because the valve cover gasket is kind of a pass-through connector on these engines, and they have a tendency to go bad also. So plug that in, we'll come over here and find the passenger side one, see if we can get to that easily. So this is the driver's side here, I guess. Let's see if we can't get this one unplugged. Come on, little fella. You gotta kind of push down on the tab and wiggle it. You just gotta wiggle it, folks. So if we have a look at this, oops, like I say, you can see you got the 4 big yellow wires. The other ones are gonna be for the injectors. So let's just set that to the side. Take our test light, still hooked to battery positive, should be. Test your equipment. So okay, so we're still hooked to battery positive, and we'll check these glow plugs. Let's see here. That one's good. That one's good. That one's good. That one's good. So all 4 of our glow plugs are good and not open circuited. So we don't have to worry about that. So if you guys remember the old 6.9s and the old 7.3s, the old mechanical ones, they use a 6-volt glow plug and a glow plug timer. When that timer would go bad and stay on too long, it'd burn the glow plugs right out of it real quick. But these are, I think, 11-volt glow plugs in these here, so they don't have a tendency to go bad as often. So what we need to do now is we need to go to the source to make sure that these are being commanded on. The light was coming on the dash, so I can only assume that they were. I could hear the relay clicking. So I switched my test light to battery negative. Of course, you guys can't see it because I got the big jumbo light here. Let me rearrange it. There we go, I think you can see now. So we're gonna test our glow plug relay here. Let's see, so we can see our brown and our yellow wires going out of it, going to our glow plug. We also have a 3rd wire on there I'm not familiar with as far as what it goes to. I guess we don't really need to know right now. Maybe an intake heater or something. Yeah, it's got an intake heater here, but that looks like it's got a heavy gauge on it. Must be a different relay. At any rate, we're going to check this side for power going into it. So we're going to check just on the eyelet there. So that's coming from the battery positive. Check right on the stud. So we've got power there. Let's see here. What else should we have? Should we have a full-time power on one of these? No, maybe with the key on. Go ahead and turn the key on, Hannah. So I just heard the relay snap shut. So we got power there. Okay, shut it off. Okay, just 1 second before you get out, Hannah. Go ahead and kick it on again. There we go. That is our problem. Shut the key off. Okay. You can go see who's here, Hannah. All right, so Hannah's got to go see who's here, but it appears, so we had, apparently with the key on, it sends power to the low amperage side of this relay, and then it must also send the ground. I could hear it click shut, so I assume our control is good. We'll double check that. We'll just stick our test light right across the two small terminals. We'll make sure that, you know, this is the relay I'm hearing clicking. We obviously have power going into our relay, but we're not having any power coming out of the relay. So this could be just a simple matter of a bad relay. So as soon as she gets back, like I say, we'll jump across these two with our test light, make sure we've got a good control, and then we'll make the call. All right, Hannah's back, so I've moved our test light to the control side of this relay, so theoretically when she turns the key on, if this lights up and we have no power coming out to our glow plugs, then we know our relay's shut. Go ahead and turn the key on, Hannah. And there you have it, folks. Shut the key off. So we know our relay is being commanded on. Hook our test light back to battery negative, because we like to 100% verify. Make sure I definitely got that pushed in there good. Okay, go ahead, turn the key on. Okay, that's good. That's all she needs is a relay. Piece of cake, baby. Alright guys, got the relay swapped out. We're just gonna double check. I put it on and clean up all the terminals. They were a little crusty. So we're just gonna double check this. We're gonna have our test light with the battery negative here. So you can see, got power on that side of the relay. So now when we turn the key on, the glow plug side of the relay should light up. Go ahead and turn the key on. There we go. All right, shut the key off. All right, so that's it. That's confirmed. Now the truck should start 1,000 times better for them in the morning without all the plumes of white smoke. All right, folks, that's it. Pretty simple on this one. Glow plugs are good, thankfully, because they're kind of a stink pot to change. You got to pull the valve covers on these to do that, so it takes a little bit more time, but like I say, I often find that these ones are good and it is a problem with the relay or something along those lines. So that's good, quick and easy, and that's it. Google+, Facebook, check us out there, and just remember, viewers, if I can do it, you can do it. Thanks for watching.